So removing, you have your 4.26mm taken off your piece, just making sure your part on its final part facing off the piece, nice and steady. Once that's done, you have the piece faced off. You can see then from the part that the hole we drilled can kind of close in slightly. So the best thing to do here is to get that reamer that's still in position and just to re-ream that section that's been kind of as we machined in, just to clean it up, that hole. Your powering position, plan on your lock, and you're drilling forward to remove out. Just make sure that that's nice and clean. That's it. Just be sure that you've got no burrs inside your part fits in. Okay, brilliant. So then the next thing to do is that we're now done with the reamer. Remove that. And the next stage now is to apply on our chamfer of 1mm. So move your tool, and now we're going to remove this turning tool, go back in position again. So opening both the top slide and tightening up again, back to 0, back in the slide. We're going to remove out turning tool out of position and have a 45-degree carbide cutter. I'm going to set this up in position in the correct height. So get your valve on the center again, pop in position, and check your tool heights before you start. It's on center. So we have to adjust up slightly, open it there, and just up a fraction to get it on height. It's perfect. Okay, back around. And now we're going to apply chamfer of 1mm onto the finished edge here of 1mm chamfer. So to do that, come back with your tool and give the coolant off for this process. And what you do is put the tool up against the edge of the part, and your position like so, and you zero here on your cross slide. So you're tightening in and you open across, sliding this one to 0. You make sure there's no backlash. Then checking on your DRO and your X, reference to 0. You're applying a 1mm chamfer on. So again, your speed there, and we're starting machining here now, is at 180. So quite slow, 180 RPM. So the two options here is to do the carbide cutter or to use a 45-degree form tool like so. So powering on the lathe, it's just a 1mm chamfer, so it's quite quick. Powering on, and you're moving from 0 to 1. That'll give you a 1mm chamfer on the part. If you like on that part, that's it done. A small chamfer applied to the edge of the cylinder. So popping it around the far side, and again applying a 1mm chamfer to the back end. So that's the first one done. And then on to the opposite side, the 1mm chamfer. So position it in position again. Press your tool off it. 0 your cross slide, and 0 your DRO again, reference point. So that's at 0, X to 0 again, powering the lathe on, and machining in again, 1, which is 1 above. Perfect. And then powering off, you have the chamfer applied, and that completes all the work on the lathe for now. So we have all our holes drilled. We have a series of holes drilled. The 9.7 straight through the part, diameter 16, 23 deep, diameter 20 with a 2mm depth, the diameter 10 reamer straight through the part. Taking the part out then, bring it down to the correct length. The final length of the part, just to remember again, is 45mm. So the final length is 45mm from here to here, and then you're applying a 1mm chamfer at 45 degrees onto both ends. Once that's all done, we'll move on to the next stage then, which is to get the valve to fit into this nickel valve